Oshinbajo, who reaffirmed commitment to ending the menace, says adequate information as well as access to healthcare facility and poverty alleviation are key to addressing the challenge. She therefore urged all stakeholders to come on board in achieving this.
I'm told that training of healthcare providers and embryologists and availability of more equipment and drugs is what this laudable scheme launched here today hopes to achieve. Surely, this would advance the cause for which our Senate Committee on Health, Merck Healthcare, our Ministry of Health, Future Assured, and indeed all other partners gather here today.
Stakeholders in discussion identified the challenges faced by women as a result of their inability to give birth and the way forward.
So it's important for couples to go to the facility as a couple if there is infertility.
We are the first in Africa to have debated and passed that bill at the National Assembly.
We are doing our best in this country to address the issue of women empowerment, because once you empower a woman, you empower the whole family, the community.
Infertility is beyond a clinic or laboratory issue. It's also a public health matter. Now we are seeing another dimension.
Going forward, we intend to come together and develop an operational plan which is going to address key aspects of the program, including the selection criteria for the women.
In Abuja, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has commended President Muhammadu Buhari and the Governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, on the commencement of the rebuilding of the Northeast. It also commended the National Assembly for initiating the Northeast Development Commission Bill. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Nkwo reports.
The commencement of rehabilitation of victims of insurgency and rebuilding, while the Sergeant-at-Arms of the National Assembly has sealed off the office, Representative Abdulmumin Jibrin. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
The United Kingdom and the United States have pledged an additional $391 million humanitarian aid for the Lake Chad region. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, stated this during a media briefing. Oyeyemi Ajayi has details.
President Muhammadu Buhari's attendance at the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly can be said to have started yielding results. Minister of Foreign Affairs Geoffrey Onyema confirmed the readiness of foreign investors to invest in the country, as well as their willingness to support internally displaced persons.
Regarding the $391 million pledged at the side event on Lake Chad, an event that was organized, in fact, by the United Nations. Yes, these are brand new pledges by a number of countries, not just the US, the UK, Belgium, and a number of other countries. So that was a very important deliverable result of that of our engagement and our being present in New York.
The minister said Nigeria will continue to call for restructuring of the United Nations Security Council, especially the permanent seat category, which he said the country is ready to serve as the voice for Africa. In Abuja, Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has extended condolences to the government and people of the State of Israel over the passing of former President and Prime Minister Shimon Peres. In a statement by presidential spokesperson Femi Adesina, President Buhari joined the global community and world leaders in mourning the former leader whose visionary leadership, voice of wisdom, and unparalleled experience of diplomacy in the Middle East will continue to resonate in the long search for peace in the region. The president believes the statesmanship and patriotism displayed by Peres in signing the Oslo Peace Accord, the subsequent treaties for a two-state solution, was most quintessential and should be followed through so that the younger generation will inherit peace and harmony. President Buhari affirms that Peres served firmly, faithfully, and dutifully building a modern Israeli state, and also rose to the occasion when the world desperately needed a heart of love, magnanimity, and understanding to heal the wounds of hostility in the region. He prays that the Almighty God will grant him eternal rest and comfort members of his family. Wife of the President, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, is back in the country after successfully attending side events at the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Mrs. Buhari arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Thursday morning. State House correspondent Aliu Kabir reports that Mrs. Buhari, who attended various meetings related to the upliftment of women and children, is optimistic that their future is assured. Senior Special Assistant to the wife of the President, Dr. Hajjosani, sheds more light on the significance of the trip.
Apart from attending side events, she was able to meet with world leaders and donor agencies like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. She also had a meeting with African First Ladies, and she made commitment as a wife of the President of Nigeria of how she is going to participate and improve the status of women and girls in Nigeria.
This is Nta Network News. You can watch this news live online via the Nta mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. From informal consultation, OPEC returns to its traditional role of managing supply. That is when we return after the break. Stay with us.
This is to announce the launching of a biography on President Muhammadu Buhari, titled Muhammadu Buhari, The Challenges of Leadership in Nigeria, authored by renowned Professor of International Studies at George Mason University, USA, Professor John N. Padden. Date is Monday, 3rd October 2016. Venue, International Conference Center, Area 10, Abuja. Time, 9 a.m. prompt. Book reviewers, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, All Progressive Congress National Leader, Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, Minister of Science and Technology, Ambassador John Campbell, former U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, Nigeria's former representative to the United Nations, Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Morning. Hi. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you today? How are you? Morning, my son.
Hello, what's up?
Welcome, man.
How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Everybody is coming back to campus and nobody wants to leave, because with Glow Campus Data Booster, you get 10 times the value of your data while on campus. That means 10 times your chatting, browsing, pinging, and more.
Who are these people? Come on, get this. What the?
With Glow Campus Data Booster, you get 10 times the value of your recharge in data and talk time while on campus. Dial *777# and choose your campus booster plan.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
Bayes University Abuja offers world-class education, uninterrupted academic session, and promising degrees for a sustainable job. Bayes University Abuja is affordable and delivers quality with experienced international staff, superb facilities, overseas external examiners, and a serene academic atmosphere. We offer quality and affordable education, and students are within easy reach of their parents here at Bayes University Abuja. So learn to live at Bayes University for a brighter future. For more information, visit our website at www.bayesuniversity.edu.ng or call 081 3376 9657 or 081 3376 9658. Bayes University Abuja. Learn to live.
The Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs holds a formal Islamic program to mark Nigeria's 56th independence anniversary. The program includes a public lecture with the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, as the special guest of honor, and His Eminence Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, and President General of Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs as chairman. Date, Friday, September 30. Time, 11:30 a.m. to 12:50 p.m. Venue, Conference Hall, National Mosque, Abuja. There will also be a special Jumat worship as part of the program at the Abuja National Mosque immediately after. Announcer, Ustaz Christian Issa Okonkwo, Director of Administration.
President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the program of events to commemorate Nigeria's 56th independence anniversary. Details as follows. Sunday, 25th September, interdenominational Thanksgiving church service at the National Worship Center, Abuja. Time 4 p.m. Attendance is open. Friday, 30th September, public lecture 11 a.m. to 12:50 p.m. Venue, National Mosque, Abuja. Attendance is open.
Education Minister Ademu has made a case for the reintroduction of history as a subject in schools and the disarticulation of social studies in the current curriculum to enable Nigerian children understand the full sense of humanity. The event was the ministerial session of the 61st National Council on Education. Franca Uzoma-Olva reports.
The removal of history as a subject at the basic education level has consistently generated a lot of controversy in recent times. With the gathering of the highest decision-making body in the education sector, the minister posed these questions to delegates.
How can we know who we are when we don't even know who we are not? How can we know what to make of our society when we don't know how our society itself is made up?
And having knowledge of the society also requires the full knowledge of God in order to build character.
I urge you to consider making the study of Christian religious knowledge compulsory for Christian students and the study of Islamic religious knowledge compulsory for Muslim students.
The National Council on Education provides opportunity for participants made up of commissioners for education, heads of education institutions, and international development partners to exchange ideas and information on how to address the challenges in the sector.
All of us seated here are beneficiaries of public education. It is therefore a huge challenge for us to critically look at our standards.
I've heard that you would do a school feeding program, but then it's domiciled not with you again.
Why do I have to travel 100 kilometers to get primary education because I'm blind?
Franca Uzoma-Olwa, NTA News.
Ahead of the October 2nd commencement of this year's National Festival of Arts and Culture in Akwa Ibom State, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has restated the need to move the festival from being a forum to showcase arts and culture to a tool for economic growth. He stated this at a media briefing to herald the festival. Anthony Forson reports.
The National Festival of Arts and Culture began in 1970 as the Unity Festival after the Civil War as part of efforts to reunite the country. Today, the festival has succeeded in reawakening national consciousness and the drive to leverage on the abundant potentials in the cultural industry for youth empowerment and wealth creation, in which Nigeria has comparative advantage.
This is why this administration has included the creative industries as well as tourism among the core areas for the diversification of the economy away from oil.
With the theme, exploring gold mine inherent in the Nigerian creative industries, it is geared towards using the various cultural products and expressions to develop a creative economy.
There is an urgent need to bring Nigerians closer together as a people amid the widening divisions along ethnic, religious, and social lines.
The festival is designed to promote indigenous cuisine, music, and cultural services. In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Women icons presented in Lagos, and details with Adebola. Good to see you, Adebola. It's over to you.
Good evening and welcome to Lagos. As the Joint Military Task Force on Pipeline Vandalism continues to check incessant activities of vandals in the creeks across Lagos and Ogun State waterways, the Nigerian Navy says it has stepped up the combat readiness of its ratings through improved welfareism and family engagement. The flag officer commanding Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Ferguson Bopai, made this known at an event where the Navy Rating Wives Association of the command were presented with a bus on behalf of the Chief of Naval Staff in Lagos. Musa Toliad has the details.
The successes recorded by the Joint Military Task Force on Pipeline Vandalism through Operation Awase at Arikpo area of Ogun State has been attributed to improved combat readiness and motivation in the armed forces. Flag Officer Commanding Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Ferguson Bobai, however, said efforts are now geared towards consolidating the successes recorded through enhanced welfare packages for ratings in command. He said all forms of distractions and concerns in their home front will also be addressed. This informed the mobilization effort by the Chief of the Naval Staff to boost the activities of wives of the ratings in the Naval Command.
If you don't have problems bothering your mind, the likelihood that you will concentrate on your primary duty is assured. We have done a lot of projects for officers. The Chief is now also extending it to the ratings. This bus, the Chief of Naval Staff decided to buy one for Naval Ratings Wives Association in each of the commands of the Navy.
We are very happy. We want to appreciate our Chief of Naval Staff for giving us this vehicle.
Rear Admiral Bobai also shed more light on the next stage of the Operation Awase, which is to rid the creeks of vandals in Lagos and Ogun States.
The opening up of the creeks is ongoing so that we can go in, as a matter of fact, to recover all those jerry cans that are lying up in the creeks.
In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
A book that chronicles the achievements of iconic Nigerian women who have made tremendous contributions to nation building has been presented to the public in Lagos. Jane Ojukwu witnessed the presentation of the book titled Nigerian Women Pioneers and Icons, written by an equally iconic woman, Professor Bolanle Awe.
Nigerian Women Pioneers and Icons, a 161-page book, is an attempt at documenting and bringing to the fore the extraordinary women behind historic exploits that cut across various spheres of human endeavor in Nigeria. The 34 women include the legendary Olufumilayo Ransom Kuti, Nana Asmau, Margaret Ekpo, Ladi Kwali, Folake Sholanke, and Professor Jadeshola Akonde. Women who blazed the trail starting from the 17th century till date got their names penned down in the publication.
I'm trying to tell people that women should be recognized and respected and be allowed to have an input into the development of this country as much as any man.
For people who are already out of school, we have centers for skill acquisitions. So they can be like Ladi Kwali, so they can be like Hajia Fatima Lulu.
The book reviewer, Professor Muhammad Yahaya, noted that Professor Bolanle Awe has, by this publication, put history in its proper perspective.
The watershed in our documenting history of those who fought for the actualization of a gender-sensitive Nigeria.
Some of the icons present at the event react.
We are the people of Nigeria, and peace is what we need, so that all can live as one.
The book will play a pivotal role in mentoring the girl child and in reminding Nigerian women of the innate powers that lie within them. In Lagos, Jane Ojukwu, NTA News.
NTA Network News. We now take a break for some messages, after which the news continues from Abuja. Stay with us.
Glow is in the air. It's data. It's what you use every time you download music. It's what streams movies. It's what the banks use to check your account.
It's the very lifeblood of modern living. Data. And where does it all come from? According to industry sources, more and more of it came from here. They acknowledge that Glow is now the largest data network in Nigeria. With your own Glow One submarine cable linked seamlessly to tens of thousands of kilometers with your own fiber optic cable. Glow can provide a huge data capacity anywhere at a more flexible and affordable price than anyone. It's simple. So you see, Glow is in the air. It's everywhere. Say hello to the Grandmaster.
Join Glow to jollificate with 8 times the value on every recharge, plus free data to give. Every recharge allows data and voice.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
This must be one of Mother Nature's greatest gifts. But there's something else it gives us. When we see such beauty, we want to share it with those we love. That's what LG wants you to see. Just what we see now, through our technology. LG OLED TV.
The Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, wishes to invite accountants, auditors, finance officers, treasurers, budget officers, treasury officers in charge of federal pay offices and other officers involved in treasury management in federal, state and local government and other government-owned agencies to a 3-day national workshop on Treasury Single Account TSA. The workshop is aimed at overviewing public sector financial management reforms, e-payment and disbursement procedures, e-revenue collections and procedures, Treasury Single Accounts and its operations, and Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System IPPIS. Date: Monday 31st October to Wednesday 2nd November 2016. Venue: ASCON Complex, Topo Badagry. Workshop fee: 75,000 naira per participant. For inquiries, please contact Afolayan, Workshop Director, on 080-3318-2344 or Yunusa, Workshop Coordinator, on 080-3722-4527. Announcer, Director General, ASCON.
5, 2, 1. Should I get yours?
Don't worry, I'll call you.
La pendule